Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So it's time to go over all the knives I carried for the week, and this is week number 10 of 2024, and it went from Monday, March 4th through Sunday, March 10th. And this week I only carried 5 knives in total, and that's including the Swiss Army knife I carried. Try to get through this one fairly quick. So the Swiss Army knife I carried was the Victorinox Pioneer X. I really dig the ALAX models. Think they're cool looking. I like the feel of them. The ALAX models are a little bit heavier than, the red Celador scaled models, and they're lacking a few things compared to the red ones, but I really like them. This one's cool. Has the opening layer, the can opener, bottle opener, screwdriver tips, wire bender notch, full size blade. You get the all reamer. Does not have a solenoid, so I call it a punch reamer, and comes out the end so it's inline. I think that's pretty handy. Starting pile of holes, scraping stuff, digging stuff out. I use that quite often, and I like it out the end as opposed to coming out the back, but the one that comes out of the back is pretty useful. And you get a large pair of scissors, which I like to have, come in super handy all the time. Now, the ALAX models, I'd say it was lacking some things. There's no back tools on these, and it does not have scale tools, so you don't get your toothpick and tweezers with this. But I can do without a couple of things because I like it. Pioneer X is a good one with the scissors. That's why it's the X. I carry it on a suspension clip like I normally do most of my Swiss Army knives. Left front pocket, my phone rides right next to it. And yeah, I carried that. Now one day I did not put it in my pocket until way late in the afternoon, early evening. I had everything. When I went to bed, I put everything on the bedside table, my flashlight, knife, and this. When I got up next day, I put everything in my pockets, but I forgot this, and I didn't realize I didn't have it until late. But still, I did carry it every day of the week. Now, the main folders, moving on, I carried 4 different ones. Monday, I got out the Kershaw Bare Knuckle, which I do not carry as often as I used to, but when I do, I love it. Not a small knife, USA made, Kershaw made in USA. 14 C28N blade, green anodized aluminum handles. It's a flipper. This one has a pretty heavy detent, but works pretty good as long as you keep your fingers off the frame lock here. Speaking of which, it is a frame lock. There's subframe lock, Kershaw calls it. But yeah, as long as you keep your fingers off that, it flips open. It's got pretty good action. Not quite drop shutty. My fingers slipped off the tab, because that can happen also. Finger kind of slides off. But normally, pretty good. Good ergos on this thing. I like it. I always feel like I want to choke up on it for some reason, but you really can't. So you grip it back here. Full 4-finger grip. I think it has like a 3.5-inch blade overall. Yeah. Then you get about almost 3.5-inch cutting edge the way it's done. Nice flat grind. Cool black stonewash finish. I just like the looks of this. Now, I think the green model like this is discontinued. At least on Blade HQ it says discontinued. And the other models, the gray handled one and the other one, I can't remember what that one is. says out of stock. So I don't know if these have been discontinued or not. Centering is right down the center. Absolutely no blade play, up, down, left, or right. Has that floating back spacer right there. Deep carry pocket clip, reversible left hand, right hand tip up. About 80 bucks, if I remember correctly. Yeah, about 80 bucks for these. And you can't beat 80 bucks for a USA made Kershaw. So that was Monday. But Tuesday, Wednesday, I carried the Spyderco Manix 2 lightweight. This is one of the translucent blue scales, FRN scales, CTS BD1N steel, and USA made, Golden, Colorado. Got the ball lock. But yeah, awesome knife. It's not my favorite Spyderco I own, but I do like it when I carry it. I really dig using it. Ergos are just excellent on this. Fits my hand perfect, really comfortable. This is one I grab if I have to cut up a bunch of cardboard, you know, to take for recycling. I'll use this quite often. I might be carrying something that's not so great, like the Benchmade 940 Osborne. It's not that great for cutting down cardboard. It's not super slicey or anything. But this one is super slicey, and I'll use this. So I carried it. I did not have a problem with the BD1N steel. Doesn't stay sharp forever, but it retains an edge well enough for me. And pretty easy to sharpen. I do not mind it at all. Now, this is BD1N. They used to use BD1. If I remember correctly, that used to be kind of chippy, but I have never chipped this ever. So, I carried the Manix 2 lightweight Tuesday and Wednesday. And because I carried that, besides I saw someone else post a couple of videos on this, made me want to carry my Native 5 lightweight. Now this is probably my favorite Spyderco that I own. This has Spy 27 steel, the cobalt blue FRN scales, back lock, still one hand open, one hand closed, easy. And this is one knife I have abused. If you look, you probably can't see, but got all kinds of scratches on this blade. Really scratched it up. The Spy 27, I like it. I like it a little better than this BD1N, I think. Easy to sharpen, holds a good edge. This has not chipped. I have flattened or rolled the edge several times doing what I was doing, and really easy to bring back. I did add a little sharpening choil to this right there, just make it a little easier to sharpen. Did I do it to the, yeah, I did it to the Manix 2 also, because the edge went right up to that plunge grind, pretty straight plunge grind, and it was hard to get right to the edge, so I just put that little tiny sharpening choil in these, and that makes it so much easier, nicer to sharpen. But yeah, now this one, I did change out the clip. I put a Lynch clip on here, deep carry clip. I like that. Otherwise, with a standard clip, and I don't have one within reach, with a standard clip, you know, you had about, geez, that much of the knife sticking out of your pocket. It's not a huge knife. Overall length closed, it's just under 4, like 3 7/8 maybe. So quite a bit of it sticking out of the pocket. I like it with the deep carry clip. But yeah, probably, I'd say that is my favorite Spyderco that I own. I don't own that many, 4 or 5. And that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I got out one of my old favorites that I need to carry more. Again, and that is the Civivi Backlash. Absolutely great knife for $42.50. One of the first 4 original knives that Civivi came out with. This has 9CR 18 MOV steel, which says down here someplace, but you know Civivis, they don't billboard their blades. You can almost see it right there. And when it's open, it's almost covered up. 9CR 18 MOV, 9CR 18 MOV, yeah. Not bad. I've never had an issue with this. I've sharpened this I don't know, 4 or 5 times probably over the years. One of the first Civivis I bought, if this was not the first Civivi I bought, it was probably second. Absolutely dig it. I love the lines of it. The whole design. Ergos are excellent. I like this little harpoon part right here. Kind of reminds me of a harpoon blade. Although I think it's back too far. But nice chimping. Nice place to rest your thumb. Nice finger choil to choke up. Ergos are excellent. It's got the long, old style Civivi clip, the long clip, but no hot spots with it. Steep carry, reversible, and it has the blue liners. So my son bought us, he has a green Backlash. He bought me this blue one for this. I put it in, so I like that. The blue liners and blue backspacer. And yeah, it was nice to get this back in my pocket for a couple of days. Super slicey. Nice pointy, stabby tip on it. Hollow ground, satin finish. I like the lines of it. The different grinds on the blade. The chamfering of the handle. G10 gives you a little bit of grip. It's kind of smooth, but not bad. Just overall, a great budget knife. Now, a lot of people say the Praxis is the best budget knife. Me included, I've said that. But it's between the Praxis and the Backlash. For $42.50, I believe that's what they cost now, still today. And you can't beat them. You can't beat them. They're awesome, awesome knives. Rides on bearings, great action. Now, this one, the centering's off just a little bit. And I noticed I do have just a little bit of play, so I might have to tighten that pivot up. And that most likely will make that dead center. Just enough to get rid of that. That's very, very tiny. But good lockup and everything. So that's what I carried over the weekend. Really enjoyed it. All these knives I really like. And that's it. The 5 knives I carried for the week, and I guess that'll do it for this video. So do the usual like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And until the next video, bye.